Shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
I'm going to start off with giving our praises to
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash.
Yahweh is the Heavenly Father name. Yahweh Shah is the only begotten Son's name. So the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son's names are Yahweh and Yahweh Shah. Double honor to the Apostle of the Great Millstone, whom I learned this 100% truth from. Peace and salutation to the hopeful elect and the speckled birds that scatter through the four winds of the earth. Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where? And who is he? So, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. And who is running this world at this present moment of time? The so-called white man. Esau Edom is his biblical name. And to prove that he is the wicked, I'm going to grab Malachi 1 and verse 4. Whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus said the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they should call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord has indignation forever. So there you go. The wicked is a people that come from the nation of Edom. Esau, Edom, the Edomites. The earth is given to the Edomites, and they are the so-called white man today. That's who this world is ran by. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. They cover up the faces of the judges thereof. What judges? Yahweh Shah. They gave everybody fake JC. Got everybody worshiping JC. And not truly believing in the Bible or what it says, because they put their faces over the real images. The real images are brown men. They're not black, because none of us black. We're all different shades of brown. But Esau came back in the Renaissance and painted over everything and covered up everything to make everything look white. And everything is not white in the Bible. Everything is brown. Beautiful different shades of brown. But Esau covered up the faces of the judges of them. And who was the only person? You don't see no Chinese so-called JCs. You see only the so-called white man has got his face around the whole world. So that's who's running this world. That's who the wicked is. If you can't perceive that, it's not meant for you to perceive. Psalms 55:21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. And that's what he do. He talks smooth and talks sweet. At the same time, he's setting up the way that he can kill you. He's gonna backdoor you every time. That's all Esau is about, backdooring somebody. Taking what you have, because he has nothing. He's a vagabond. He's just running through the earth, has no heritage, has nothing. So he steals everybody's culture, everybody's heritage, and act like he is everybody except for who he belongs to be, himself. Esau Edom.
Exactly.
But our people trust Esau Edom, not understanding he is the enemy. Deuteronomy 28:68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the wherewith I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. And there you shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you. So, what nation of people were slaves being sold on the auction block by another group of people? From my knowledge and history known has been the so-called white man. He's been selling and had enslaved the so-called blacks, the Latinos, and the Native Americans. That's who. And the Bible said, you'll be sold to your enemy. He didn't say your friend. He didn't say your co-partner or nothing like that, somebody you should trust. It said your enemy. You're going to be sold to your enemy. But you guys don't see Esau your enemy. You see your own people, your own other Israelite brothers and sisters as enemies. Yeah, we have enemies amongst us, but that's who you really consider your enemy. You will take all the other nations before your own nation. But you never trust your enemy. Sirach 12 and 10. Never trust thine enemy. For like as iron rust, so is his wickedness. So just like in a period of time, you can paint over some rust, it's gonna come back. You got some iron, you paint over some rust, it's gonna come back again. So Esau been trying to cover up his wickedness, but hey, he can't cover up no more. His wickedness is out there. He can't help it. He was designed to be wicked. Didn't Malachi call him the border of wickedness? So he is wicked. Point blank period.
That's his
And
position.
you're not supposed to trust your enemy. But our people love to trust the enemy because he sits in a higher position, so they look at that. But the Bible says, Sirach 12 and 10, never trust thy enemy, for like as iron rust, so is his wickedness. Verse 11, though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust has not been altogether wiped away. See, he always be acting like he's humble and he's going to help you, but that's just so he can set you up. He wants you to trust in his smooth words, so he can backdoor you every time. And what is going on right now?
I got a precept real quick.
Go ahead.
All right, right here in Sirach, now he was saying not to trust Esau for real. Like the Lord been telling us from day one, not to trust the wicked because they are enemy. Right here, Ecclesiastes verse 8 and 15. Travel not by the way with a bold fellow, lest he become grievous unto thee. For he will do according to his own will, and thou shalt perish with him through his folly. Right there. Now we all should know and understand. All right, even though for example, for the newcomers, all right, Esau, he just broke it down to you who he is or whatever. You gotta always keep in mind he's a bold fella. Now think about how the so-called white man is inside this world. He's very arrogant. He's very bold. He feels as though he know what it is. So that's why he tell you don't travel with him, because his end is purged. He's done for. All right. And 16. Then I'm gonna pass it back to him. Strive not with an angry man. Ain't Esau always angry? Don't that man turn red as hell when he get mad? That's more proof about how there's no such thing as black and white people. There's shades of brown and there's shades of red people. Let me continue on 16. And go not with him in solitary places, for blood is as nothing in his sight. And where there is no help, he will overthrow thee. That's why the Lord tell you don't travel with that man, because once he got you alone by himself, away from the righteous counsel, for example, because he say don't trust the wicked, you've done for him, and he got you. So don't trust the fellow, man. Stay away from the bold fellow. You go back, bro. You got it.
Like just like you saying though, don't trust them, because like what's going on right now? They're pushing harder on that Dorito chip. You know.
Yep.
And everybody
that rice grain.
Everybody that's going to trust Esau, what they going to do? They're going to run to him. Revelation 13 and verse 16, and he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Verse 17. Revelation 13 and 17. That no man might buy or sell save he that has had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Verse 18, here is wisdom. Let him that has understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. He causes all, both small and great. What is he trying to do right now? Your man, your president, he done signed that order to get rid of certain things. You're gonna be paperless. You're gonna get everything switched on over to that Dorito chip.
just recently, I used to say with Small and Great, right? One of the brothers, I believe his name Bakar. Salaki if I'm saying it wrong, whatever, but he was just letting show in the video how they trying to enforce the kids to get chipped and how it's a good way for kids to get chipped. They've been talking about it, let it be known, like, yeah, your children about to get chipped too. So it doesn't matter how old you is, to the point where he ain't gonna be talking about kids, there's gonna be infants getting chipped. So when they come out the womb, who knows?
Yep, they've
Like,
been working on that for a while.
Man.
That's gonna be there. They're gonna talk about for, identity theft. How people steal people kids, they were tracking them, all that BS.
So you can know what baby is yours. Right here, sign a paper, chip your baby. So when the doctor, man, that shit, man. Fuck this place. Salaki for the harsh language, man. But I'm tired of this junk, man. For real, this shit is sad over here.
And the only ones that don't see this is the ones that trust in Esau,
Man.
the so-called white man. That's who do not see none of this. Everybody that sees this, hey, it's meant for you to see this. It's because you have Hashem outside, open your eyes to see. But if you can't, you're gonna flow right along with Esau Edom. And what does the Bible say for everybody that's joined with him? Let's grab it. Proverbs 11:21. Though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished, but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered. You see that? Though hand join in hand, you can be joined hand with Esau all you want. Esau is the wicked, and he shall not be unpunished. He's going to get punished for everything he has done, and you don't even. And it's beyond what y'all understand. Esau is like, I want to say the second beginning because it comes from Cain. It all starts from Cain. Esau is that spirit of Cain, all killing and destructive and all that. Is the spirit of Cain back again, playing out his punishment. Cain got cursed. Esau is Cain, if you can perceive that. But I won't go too deep for some of you new people. But yeah, anyway, Esau, so-called white man, that's your enemy. And if you are joined with him, the Bible said you're going to be Isaiah 13:15. Everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. So, if you trust Esau Edom, which is your enemy, you're gonna die. How about your mouth shot said at point blank? You're gonna be thrust through with a sword. What does a sword do? Impale you, right? It kills you. So you're gonna be killed.
Also, this is for the ones that don't know, don't understand, the modern day sword is the sword. I mean, it's not Salaki. The modern day sword is the gun. And can't a gun penetrate and impale your ass too? So like, it's just gotta pay attention. Pay attention and observe. Well, you know who is and who ain't. We have enemies out here. All our lives we've been had enemies.
Psalms tell you who your enemies is. Psalm 83 tell you your enemies are Esau, Edom. Well, Edom is the first name mentioned in there of a list of enemies against you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, which are the Israelites. We have enemies, man. We're not each other enemies.
Like for example,
right now we are. All right, you got it.
So like for example, like anybody that know about the 12 Dukes. If you new to the truth, but you know about the 12 Dukes, them some of his peoples right there. Just to give you a glimpse on who's who and what's what. Because they out here, we have enemies. All right, so like for right here, I'm about to go into Psalms 10, verse 4. All right, because the wicked, they don't care, man. They gonna do what they gotta do. This is their mission. All right, verse 4. The wicked, through the pride of his countenance, will not seek after Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua is not in all his thoughts. So basically, long story short, the wicked, he don't care about the Lord. He ain't gonna think about the Lord. He ain't gonna even fathom about the Lord. Because the simple fact, he always had a problem with the Lord, just like the brother said, back in the Cain of spirit. Back in the spirit of Cain. Like Cain, he had a problem with a lot of things. So,
I got you.
Right.
Psalm 50 and 16. But unto the wicked, God said, what hast thou to do with to declare my statute, or that thou shalt take my covenant in thy mouth. Verse 17. Seeing thou hatest instructions and cast my words behind thee.
See, for perfect example, everybody know the Lord told us from day one since Abel or whatever, we're not supposed to be, not Abel, Adam, we're not supposed to be killing each other. He knew that. Esau Cain let it be known, like, I don't give a fuck, he killed his brother. Then lied to the Lord in his face. So right there should tell you that he don't care about the Lord. He's not going to seek after him. He's not going to give 2 F's. All right? Verse 5. His ways are always grievous. Thy judgments are far above out of his sight. As for all his enemies, he puffed at them. And the Lord basically is his enemy for real, because he don't care about him, man. And he like, shit, the Lord ain't going to do nothing. So it is what it is. I'm going to do whatever I can because he ain't going to do nothing, basically. And he not even thinking, he not even going to care about what the Lord even think or say. So that's another reason why we need to stay away from him. Don't trust him. Because you may believe in the Lord, but he's not, regardless of what you say, what you believe. It ain't meant for him. Verse 6. He says, he has said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity. Basically letting it be known. He's saying in his heart, in his mind, I ain't going nowhere. I'm going to be here forever. And nobody can't nobody stop me, basically.
I got you right here. Obadiah 1 and 3. The pride of thine heart has deceived thee, that thou that dwelleth in the cleft of the rocks, whose habitation is high, that said in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground.
See right there, like for a perfect example, he just made me thought about how he think like he got that blessing of the sword right there. So he feel this stuff, can't nobody touch me. I got the sword, man. Can't nobody touch me. And he got carried away with it, forgetting like the man that gave you that blessing can take that blessing from you and fuck you over. He forgot about that.
Continuing on verse 4.
Go ahead.
Though thou exalt thyself as an eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, said the Lord Yahweh.
And for a perfect example for the ones that still don't want to believe that so-called white man is the wicked, don't he use the eagle as his symbol? Just look at the dollar right now. You see the eagle and you see the stars. And don't you always try and build a damn building as high as you can? Fucking skyscrapers everywhere.
So
like, come on now.
Top of everything.
We're not even supposed to be building, we're not even supposed to be having buildings as tall as that for real, for real. I'm not even about to go too deep into that. I don't want to go off subject, but yeah. Man, it's just, pay attention. You have enemies, and Esau, so-called white man, is wicked. But also keep in mind, he's the main enemy. The main enemy. Also keep in mind, you can't just always judge off the skin. You gotta judge off the spirit. Cause we do got some chocolate covered Edomites out here. Yeah. Like real, like so-called wicked man that's just got the same color as brown. But the whole time on the inside, that's Esau. Yep. So you gotta keep your eyes out. Yeah, I said it right. I can't pronounce certain words correct sometimes. But let me get back to the
language anyway.
Yeah, right. I ain't supposed to be saying the words anyway. Yeah. But let me get back to the lesson though. I'm talking too much. What was it? I was 7. All right. His mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity. Ain't that man is being exposed for everything he was lying about and doing right now? The one's not even the truth exposing his ass right now. So right there should tell you who he is. And if you do not see this, it ain't meant for you to see it. So don't stress yourself out. Just continue doing whatever you was doing. But for the ones that do see, continue on, strive to your best ability. Alright? Verse 8. He sitteth in lurking places of the village, and secret places, though if he murder the innocent, his eyes are privily set against the poor. Now look, don't you see how what's that man, Klaus Schwab, whatever, the bald head motherfucker, pointy ears, the glasses, that talk funny or whatever, him, if you don't know who he is. He basically said this ain't about y'all. Y'all don't own nothing. Y'all ain't, basically, if you don't know about that. So he better be known, it's about the rich, it ain't about the poor. And he basically is a descendant of Esau. So he let it be known, hey, we don't care about y'all poor people. It's about us at the end of the day. And you're gonna make sure that we get that rice grain / Dorito chip. Well, he gonna make sure that the 2/3 get that. I know the 1/3 ain't getting it.
Yeah, 1/3 ain't getting it.
Yeah. Alright. Verse 9. He lieth and waits secretly as a lion in his den. And he lieth and wait to catch the poor. he doth catch the poor, and when you draw him into his net. Now right here, for the whole little so-called pandemic that's going on right now. Alright? That was the whole net right there. He's slowly sitting back, lurking, slocking. He basically, secretly waiting, setting everybody up to fall for that Dorito chip, that rice grain. That was the whole point of all this pandemic, to slowly lure you down, to get you into this mode, state of mind, so you can get that shit.
I got something for you. Proverbs 4:16. For they sleep not, except they have done mischief. And their sleep is taken away unless they cause some to fall.
So regardless of what they do, they make it their initiative, day in, day out, to do something fucked up, to fuck your mind over. It's like for the harsh one, but to throw you off from the truth. No matter what it is, they're gonna do their best. They lose sleep if they don't do nothing. They're gonna try to take a nap, they're gonna wake up, that man's still up, I gotta make him fall. So pay attention, we have enemies out here. Alright.
Verse 17 said, for they eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence.
I don't even gotta break that down, man. They drink wickedness. They love it. So y'all should pay attention. I'm laughing, but man, it's serious, man. They do this for a living. They wake up, go to sleep, they eat shit, piss this for a living.
Yeah.
So just don't stress yourself. This is what they do. This is what they do, man.
Indeed.
Verse 10. He croucheth and humble himself, that the poor may fall by his strong ones. Now think about it. A lot of people fail to realize Esau, the wicked, he know how to humble himself just enough to get to where he need to get to. So he will humble himself to make sure that he make your ass fall to where he needs to fall at. That's why we always need to trust in the Lord at the end of the day, because without him, we will fall. Just letting it be known. Without him, because we have enemies out here, and our Lord's letting it be known that you have enemies out here. I need y'all to do what y'all need to do, so y'all enemies won't get y'all unless you want them to get y'all. Simple instructions, but it's a lot more that you gotta follow. Easier said than done, basically. All right. And verse 11. I'm gonna stop right there. He has set in his heart, basically his mind, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua had forgotten and hidden his face, and he will never see it. So basically, he got in his mind that the Lord ain't gonna see this coming. He ain't gonna do nothing. He ain't gonna know anything, and everything's gonna play out smooth for me. I'm gonna be running this show forever. That's what he got set in his mind the whole time, and he failed to realize the Lord got him set that way. He forgot that the Lord gave him the blessing to carry things the way he do, because we went off at the end of the day. So the Lord allowed him to get carried away just so he could put his foot in his ass. So it's a lot, man, but just pay attention. The whole point is that we have enemies out here, and there's wicked people out here. And Esau. Esau.
That's the main enemy that
that's the main person we need to pay attention to right now.
Well, I ain't even gonna say that, because 2/3 of that people fucked up too. But Esau is the one that's causing all the chaos.
True.
He's the one that puts in these decrees and laws for everybody to get implemented with the Dorito chips and shit.
The main culprit.
So if you don't know that the so-called white man, Esau Edom, is your enemy, hopefully you know now. If not, do your research. Read the Bible just like the rest of us. Look up stuff. Look at the history. Look at the movies. They put in all their movies how much they've been killing, doing cowboys and Indians. They put it through, it's all in the history.
Don't just take our words for it. Go see for yourself. Do some thorough research. Go through all type of search engines. Search at the same subject, because all certain type of search. For example, you don't know what search engines are, like Fox or MSN, Google. Sometimes Google don't tell you everything, but you can go on Google, DuckDuckGo. There's a variety of search engines you could go on to get a variety of information to find out more stuff. Just do thorough search and find out things. That's how we found out. We sincere brothers that believe in what the brothers in the GMS done told us. We're not with them, but we sincerely believe in them. So this is all for the newcomers that sincerely see what's going on. You want to know? Do research.
Yeah, we have enemies.
Esau, Edom, he's our enemy.
He is not your friend.
He's not, he is not your friend. He's not your friend.
Nope.
Never was, never will be.
That's it. Well, I hope this is edifying to the whole for that. You know, we'll give all praises to
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Wakak, Kodash.
Double honor to the apostle of the great millstone, whom I learned this 100% truth from. Peace and salutation to the whole elect and the spectral birds scattered through the four winds of the earth. Till next time, shalom.
Shalom.
Yeah.